Welcome to the MindMotionGO setup video. In this video, we are going to guide you through setting up your MindMotion in a few easy steps. This will include unboxing, setting up the product, and preparing for your first training. To be able to perform the setup, you will need the MindMotionGO in a box with all included components, a Wi-Fi network with its ID password, an HD TV with an available HDMI port, 3 available electrical sockets, and finally your MindMotionGO username, for example email, and password provided by your therapist. Let's start by determining where to place your MindMotionGO and making space to train. You will need a clear area to stand approximately 6 feet or 2 meters away from the TV. You will need approximately 3 feet or 1 meter around you in every direction when playing, so make sure there is sufficient space. Perform the setup next to your TV, where you will train with the MindMotionGO. When the camera tracks your movements, for optimal results you should avoid strong directional light, such as a halogen light or direct sunlight. We recommend that you diffuse the light by dimming or using a curtain. In addition, we recommend to wear light color clothes for best results. Take out the MindMotionGO box from the shipping box. Open the MindMotionGO box by unfolding out the cardboard flap from the front. Take out the setup instruction sheet with the contents section visible. Note that it is printed on both sides. Take out the camera. Remove the cardboard tray. Below, take out the keyboard and main unit. From the cables box, unpack all the remaining items that are presented in the setup instruction sheet. Position all items next to each other on a flat surface. Unpack all the items that are presented in this page and position them next to each other on a flat surface. Each cable is labeled as indicated on this sheet. We will now assemble all the components. Position the black MindMotionGO main unit flat or upright next to the TV. Do not place the unit inside any piece of furniture, such as a media cabinet, or behind an object to allow correct reception of wireless components. Connect the power cable A to the main unit. Connect the video cable B to the main unit. Use the smallest plug. Connect the other side to an HDMI port at the back of your TV. If there is a label, typically a number, next to the HDMI port, write it down for further reference. It indicates the source name, for example HDMI 1, 2, or 3. You will select this source later with your TV remote control to display MindMotionGO. Connect the camera C to the available socket on the black block with the blue cable. Connect the blue cable D to an available USB socket. Do not remove the existing USB dongle, it is used for the wireless keyboard. The camera orientation can be adjusted as such. Setting up your camera position. The camera should be at least 2 feet or 60 centimeters above ground, ideally under your TV or next to it on a small table. If your space or furniture does not allow for this, check the other possibilities indicated at the end of the video. Insert each of the Wi-Fi antenna cables to the round sockets in any order. Rotate clockwise to secure them. Position the antenna box above or next to the main unit. Check that your wireless keyboard is turned on to interact with MindMotionGO. The keyboard integrates a trackpad. It is composed of a touch panel and 2 action buttons at the bottom, similar to a standard computer mouse. Move your finger over the trackpad to move the cursor on the screen for selection. The keyboard uses 2 standard AA batteries. Plug the main unit and the camera power plug into a standard outlet or power strip. Regarding the Leap Motion accessory provided in a small box, you can keep it untouched in the MindMotion box. Usually it will not be used, unless asked especially by therapists. Leave any unused item in the cable box. Now that all the components are assembled, ensure all plugs and USB dongles are fully inserted into their respective sockets. Rotate the main unit so that cables are on the back. Ensure that cables are out of the way to avoid any risk tripping or accidents. Keep the Quick Start Guide and instruction booklets on hand for further reference. Put remaining items in the MindMotionGO box, including all packaging such as cardboard parts, boxes, wrapping, etc. Store the MindMotionGO box inside the outer shipping box in a dry place. Do not throw it away, as you will need it to return the product at the end of your therapy program. Now that everything is connected, let's turn on the system. Ensure you have the keyboard handy. Turn on the main unit by pressing the round button in front. Turn on your TV and select the HDMI port number connected to the MindMotionGO. Once the system boots up, it will prompt you to select a network and connect to the internet. An internet connection is required to use the MindMotionGO. The system may detect multiple networks nearby. Select your Wi-Fi network and enter its password. Once connected, you are now ready to log in to the MindMotionGO system itself, and the MindMotionGO login screen will be displayed. Enter your MindMotionGO username and password provided by your therapist or clinic. Make sure to check the box to remember your password. Read the term and conditions by scrolling down to the bottom. On the right, read the privacy policy by scrolling down until the bottom. Decide which options you agree to and click Accept. You will now see the home screen where you launch your various training exercises. Depending on the situation, you may or may not have any training content yet. For your first home training, please refer to the appropriate video tutorial. There is a free MindMotion Companion mobile phone application for you. Download the MindMotion Companion application from the Apple App Store or Android Google Play Store on the patient's mobile phone. Use the same login credentials, email, and password for the app as you use for MindMotionGO. It allows you to follow up the therapy plan, goals, and progress as you train, track performance, and improve with every training session. Overview training schedule and history as well, and more to discover. Thank you for listening, and a warm welcome to Training with MindMotionGO at Home. If you have questions about your training program, your next appointments, or how to complete an activity, please contact your therapist via your regular communication channel with them. If you have other types of questions or require more technical support, reach out to our customer service team. For more options on how to set up the camera, continue watching. We will now introduce additional optional information. If your space or furniture does not allow for the camera to be placed on a surface below or next to your TV at least above 2 feet or 60 centimeters from the ground, these are the options. In case you would like to put the camera above your TV, you will need to insert it into the provided camera stand, which will be placed on your TV. Setting up of the camera stand for top of TV placement. Take the camera stand, unscrew the hinge counterclockwise, and unfold the stand. Apply a pressure on each side of the flat part and vertically insert the camera facing the widest part. Ensure that the camera and stand are firmly connected together. The vertical part of the stand should apply pressure on the TV so that camera is stable on the top of the TV. Screw the hinge clockwise so that everything is stable. Beware that on the front of the camera, the bottom horizontal piece should slightly overlay your TV frame to be well in place. Carefully move the camera to the center of the top of your TV. If the top of the screen is not easily accessible, ask for help and don't take any risks. Cables should be behind the TV. You can then carefully adjust the camera's vertical orientation by holding the stand with one hand and the camera with the other.